Welcome. If you're seeing this, you are meant to hear this, is today's timeless pick a card. We have three options today. Option 1, pyrite. Option 2, kyanite. Option 3, orange calcite. Take a deep breath. And exhale. Timestamps will be in the description box. Pause the video now if you need more time to choose your pile. See what your pile. Welcome, pile number 1. This is your reading. If you are seeing this, you are meant to hear this. Before we move into your reading, let me just tell you all about my new store for my bracelets here, the healing bracelets on Etsy. This one is rose quartz and this one is peach moonstone. They each have their own metaphysical benefits. You can find out all about that in the store. You can go check out and click on the description on each of the bracelets and you'll see what they are good for. There is a special discount code in the description box for all subscribers and viewers. You can click on that and it will redirect you. Okay, so let's move into your reading. What are you here for? What do you need to hear? We have the number 45 on pyrite, so that's the first thing I'm being called to look at, the number 45. So that could be significant for you, as well as the number 9, because 4 plus 5 is a 9. There's something you need to know about your self-worth. There could be an issue here or something around your solar plexus chakra that may need some healing. You may be feeling at times weak or unappreciated, or like you're not valued. You may be struggling with a sense of a lack of self-confidence, or feeling insecure, maybe you're even having like back issues or core issues, like something to do with your bowels or your diaphragm or your stomach. Upper bowels, I'm seeing upper bowels, diaphragm and stomach issues could be present there. Maybe that's something now again, disclaimer, I don't see terrible tragic things here on the channel. So anything I see is to help you prevent something or to go and get it checked out, okay? To prevent for something bigger. They're just issues. I'm not saying, I don't see big life-threatening things here on the channel, okay? I'm not a doctor, I'm not a physician, I'm not here to scare anyone, and that's not what I'm doing. I really ask to not see these things on purpose, okay? Just things we can go and check and avoid to the maximum. So if you're feeling something funny in your diaphragm or your upper bowels or your stomach, just go get checked. It could be something very simple as an allergy or something like that, okay? There is something about you learning about your worth or valuing yourself or learning about your own value, because there is some sort of abundance within you that is yet to be tapped into, discovered, acknowledged, whatever that is. You're not acknowledging it. It hasn't been mirrored to you. Even if it were mirrored to you, you would probably not believe it. Because of a deep sense of lack of self-confidence, self-worth, something like that. So there may need to be some energy healing around your solar plexus chakra. You could definitely benefit from my guided meditation, energy healing guided meditation. If you want information on that, you can find my email in the description box. I turned my one-on-one Zoom session, that is, it's more expensive, and I made it into a more affordable version. And that's why I'm referencing this guided meditation, because it could help you. Anything such as Reiki could also help you. Physical exercise, getting checked at the doctor. Okay? Oh, wait a second. Something about your throat chakra as well. So you may want to check pile number 2. because pile number 2, I believe there are messages coming about throat chakra because of the kyanite. Because whatever's inside you is shining bright, but you can't see it. And it's meant to be seen. You're meant to see it, and others are meant to see it. I do feel some people around you have seen it, and some people may have even told you about something precious that you have, or something that's really good about you, a strength that you have, but you're failing to believe it or acknowledge it, and for whatever reason. There's some kind of intrinsic value that you're failing to capitalize on, if you can say that, or acknowledge. And when you don't acknowledge it, you don't capitalize on it. And it's a winner. It is a winner for some reason. We have slave. Okay. So a slave to the mind. Yes, that's what I'm seeing. Slave to the ego. So there's something here. The reason why you're failing to acknowledge this has to do with a certain belief system or beliefs you have about yourself, your self-concept, your assumptions about what you believe is possible. Your assumptions about yourself could be keeping you a slave to being in denial of what this thing is that you have that is very special, very strong, very valuable. It's like you fail to acknowledge just how powerful you actually are and just how much control you actually have over your life, your decisions, and your outcomes even, what you manifest. You don't seem to believe you have what it takes for something, and you do. You absolutely do. And this is your confirmation. If you have a little nudge inside of you that could believe that you have this, you do. Absolutely do. So, there's a fear of making your own choices here. And that comes from a lack of feeling strong enough. Now, let's say you already work on your body, right? You exercise, you go to the gym, you work on your core, you work on those muscles, you work on your posture. If you're doing all this, great, keep doing it. If not, this is something you need to consider. I just heard swimming. Swimming would also be really good for you. Swimming and muscle training, toning, that kind of stuff, and posture, correcting your posture. If you're doing all of this, keep doing it. If not, consider doing this. And if you're doing this and you're still feeling a lack of strength and self-worth and self-confidence, then you need energy work, energy healing. You may need to go be seen by a physician or a counselor, a psychologist. Matters of ego. Ego, when I mean ego connected to fear, fear connected to being afraid of making choices. This fear of making choices stems from a lack of self-confidence, stemming from from a sense of insecurity, and believing that you can't manifest something, either because you lack the skills, the experience, the talent, the knowledge, or either because you I don't know where I was going with that, and that's okay. Maybe it'll come back. Doesn't matter. We have Leo here. Okay. Leo is the quintessential sign that is connected to the solar plexus chakra. And I would say to the sacral chakra as well. But you could have Leo in your chart somewhere. You could feel this, I would say midheaven even. You could have a midheaven in Leo. Even if you have other planets in Leo, I feel this Leo is jumping out to tell you to tend to that working on your self-confidence again. This may be an energy that you need to work on. Like, you know, when in our astrological charts, some people have more water, other people have more air, other people have more fire, other people have more earth. Some people have all these elements. So many signs from different elements, or planets in many signs from different elements, meaning they have a well-rounded, balanced chart. Other people have more of a tendency, let's say, to just water and earth, or just water and air, or just fire and earth, and so that means they're lacking the other two elements. And some people are lacking one full element. So let's say if you're someone who has like lots of water, lots of air, let's say some earth, but you're lacking fire, and if you have like a fire sign in your midheaven, more specifically Leo, this means you feel ill-equipped to tackle. And plus, if it's your midheaven, that's how you want to be seen, right? That is how you want to be visible in the world. That's what you want to be famous for. But then you don't have other planets supporting that in the same element or in the same sign. So it's something you have to work extra hard at. And what I'm seeing here, whether that's the case for you or not, you have to work extra hard on your sense of self-confidence. And this takes physical work, psychological work, spiritual work, and emotional work. If you can tie that in with the spiritual, the psychological, and the mental. So if you're only doing one of these things, or two of these things, you still need to tend to the other things. So look at where you're doing what you can to work on your self-confidence, and look at where you're not doing as much as you can. Okay. Yeah. So there's something within you that wants to be expressed that is very special. It needs to be expressed. You are meant to create something. And plus Leo and the solar plexus chakra and the sacral chakra, these are all energies of creation. Now, let's say you're lacking that fire in your chart for some reason. You need to work on it. Or you may feel, I don't feel passionate about anything. Well, then you need to do things that fire you up, that motivate you, right? And so think in terms of fire. Where do you have fire? The sun, right? So spending time in the sun is good for you. Spending time near a fireplace. Lighting candles, of course, always be careful and safe, right? Heaters, where it's warm, you know? People who make you feel warm. People, you know, when you are close to people who make you laugh, that comes from the solar plexus. That is a connection to playful energy, which is Leo energy, which is 5th house energy. So you need to connect to children, playful people, people who make you laugh, people who make you feel warm inside, versus people who make you feel cold. And so there's something about warming yourself up, like doing something physical exercise that warms you up, being in the sun, being around playful, fun people, childlike people, will help you with your self-confidence and in trusting yourself more. So it could be that you tend to be very much in your mind and very serious. And so surrounding yourself with such people is going to help you raise your vibration and heal your solar plexus chakra, right? Besides the energy healing work you can do, besides the exercise, it's about the people you surround yourself with. It's about where you go, right? All this together in tandem is going to help you work on your self-confidence, on your solar plexus chakra. It's going to help ignite that creative spark in you because there's something you're meant to create. And you know, our astrological charts are an indication of who we are and also what we need to work on transcending. Because all of these perceived limitations and obstacles we are born with are not meant to stay that way. We're meant to transcend. We're not meant to be slaves to our programming, our initial programming, because then we can reprogram ourselves as we wish, because then we have transits. Sometimes you will have a moon in water, but then you will have a fire transit, like a fire sign transiting moon, or a progressed moon in a fire sign. So you end up having all these elements to assist you in your chart eventually in your life. So it could be that you have a fire sign transiting places where, or you could have a progressed now placements that are helping you push forward with these matters of creating things. So it could be that you're going through a phase of creation right now. And it could even be that the astrological placements are now assisting you in your progressed planets, let's say. So it's a time to get creative, basically. If you want to get creative, go out in the sun, spend time with children, be playful, be around people who make you laugh, make other people laugh, laugh at yourself, take yourself lightly, don't take yourself too seriously. That's the energy you're being called to be in right now. Okay? You've been a slave of these adult conventions for a very long time, is what I'm seeing here. Or at least that's how you feel, maybe. Alchemy, of course. You're meant to alchemize your energy right now. You're meant to transmute from negative to positive. That is the phase you are in right now. You are going through this golden time in your life where you have the power to transmute energy, to raise your vibration from lower vibrations to higher vibration, negative to positive, becoming a powerful, powerful manifester. You could be having a significant Sagittarius transit over what could once, well, not transit, I would say progressed planet in Sagittarius that was once maybe in Scorpio. So if life has been heavy more or less up until now or the last few years, and then all of a sudden you felt lighter, it's because of that influence. And you're meant to ride this wave now and create something. It's a master creator. That's the energy you're coming into. Page of Earth. Yes, this makes sense. Absolutely. You're on a new journey. You're having this new beginning. And this feeling where you're feeling really good about everything yourself, your journey, is going to be long lasting. It's going to be a bigger transit or a bigger progressed energy in your chart. So whatever you start now is going to be prosperous and long lasting. This could be a new project, this could be a child. I'm seeing a child or a project, or both. That will be healthy, prosperous, sturdy. You could have Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo in your chart, Leo, Sagittarius, or you could have a child with these planets, these signs in their chart. Nine of Fire. Yeah, you've learned a lot, you've been through a lot, you've overcome many battles, you've been through a lot, and you've pushed through, you never gave up, and you keep going. And this is a sign to never give up. Never give up. Because you're coming into a very golden time in your life. The worst is almost behind you. Everything you've been through, all these battles you've been through, have prepared you for this moment. Have given you tools, experience, skills, knowledge, talents that you now have to move toward this path of abundance. Ace of Water, Ace of Cups. Love yourself enough to give yourself the chance to have this new beginning. What can you do? Where does your heart call you? What would be an act of self-love to get started right now for you? and follow that path. It may look nothing like the path before, but it is one that is worthwhile. Okay? You're definitely having a new beginning after many, many, many battles. Right now is a time for healing with the balsamic moon. So you're definitely, this is the energy of healing as well, because it is the energy of temperance. So what's happening now is that you are being called to, and you're in this energy of healing your solar plexus chakra, healing your sense of self, your self-concept, assumptions about who you believe you are. And it is now time to decide what you're going to tell yourself. It doesn't matter what other people told you. Some people told you a few things that maybe you want to focus on, some very positive things about yourself. And what you need to do is put aside and behind you all the things about yourself that people told you that destroyed your sense of self-confidence. Because right now you're going through a time of healing on a grand scale. Everything to do with your posture, your sense of self-confidence, your sense of worth, of self-concept, assumptions of what you believe you can do, of what you believe your strengths are, and how you can use other aspects of yourself that you don't like as much, that you see as weaknesses, and turn them into strengths, or see them as strengths in different contexts. Pile 1, that was your reading. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Thank you for all your likes and subscribes. It really helps push the channel forward, and it helps me bring you more messages. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Extra content is on Patreon, TikTok, YouTube members area. Information for that is in the description box. For my bracelets and a special discount, there's a link in the description box. For readings, energy healing, guided meditation, and life purpose reports, you can find my email in the description box. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Bless you all. Bye. Till next time. Welcome, Pile 2. If you chose this kyanite, this is going to be your reading. This is what you are meant to hear right now. But before we move into your reading, let me just tell you all about my new Etsy store with these healing bracelets, real gemstones, real gold. You can find the special discount code and link to the store in the description box. In the store, you can just click on the bracelets and look at the description to see what they are beneficial for. Okay. Now that I've told you about that, let's move into your reading, and this is what you're here for. This is what you need to hear, what you're meant to hear right now. The number 28 could be relevant to you, as well as the number 10 and the number 1. You could be connected to pile number 1 as well. Maybe you're coming from pile number 1 to listen to this reading as a recommendation, because there was throat chakra stuff coming up indicating that pile number 2 is for pile number 1 as well. The number 28 could be relevant, the number 10 and the number 1. There's something about a new beginning here, and there's a need for a healing around your throat chakra. There is something maybe you haven't expressed, too afraid to express, never have been able to express in your life. There's something around communication, something that needs to be said, expressed, spoken, written, communicated, or shared with other people by way of communication. And you know what? Whatever this is, it has to do with your claircognizance, your intuition, your crown chakra, downloads from the higher realms. Okay? And there's something about being sharp about this, like this really has to be said. No matter who doesn't like it. And there's a sense here that you need to cut something out of your life, or someone, or some situation, circumstance, place. Again, with the throat chakra, just excuse me, guys. If you're around anyone where you feel like you can't speak your truth without being punished or judged or ridiculed, you need to move away from that person. Especially if you've already explained or tried to communicate with this person, and you've tried to compromise, and you've tried to reach a level of peace where there has been mediation and nothing has worked. There needs to be a removal of self, at least gaining space from this person right now. Even if it's temporary, okay? Just even so it gives you space to decide whether you want to do it long term or not. You could be connected to Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is coming through to assist you here in cutting cords and helping you see very clearly what it is that you need to detach from. Kyanite is also seen as Archangel Michael's sword. I'm seeing Archangel Michael ley line now. There is a ley line through Europe that represents the sword of Archangel Michael. And there are these several, like, I don't know if it's cathedrals or whatever, or just points that are connected to Archangel Michael. So you may have visited some of these places or being called to go to one of these places. Just research Archangel Michael ley line. It's in Europe, okay? I think it's just in Europe. I'm not sure if it encompasses other places, like if it's okay. Yeah, I think it's just in Europe, but anyway. Yeah, there's something about communication here. The truth, resolving a dispute, compromise. There could be something here in the legal system. A need for diplomacy, a need for mediation, a need to restore harmony, a need to choose mental health over anything else right now, over emotions, over what looks good, over, because a lot times people are wearing these masks, not speaking their minds, and there's a lot that's festering underneath, and it becomes craziness. It becomes visible mental issues at some point. And so when these mental issues start becoming too apparent, it's already a sign that it may almost be too late, but it's not too late. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. So it's time to end the madness. It's time to cut the crazy out and do what's best for one's mental health, is what I'm seeing here. Even if this involves saying something that is hard for you to say, it seems like a big deal, but it's not such a big deal. That's what I'm hearing. Gambler. Yeah, you may feel like saying this is a gamble, like you don't know what kind of effect it's going to have, like you don't know where it's going to take you, you don't know if the outcome is going to be good or bad, and you're worried about the outcome if you say something, if you do something, if you say something especially. And so, yeah, this spirit has eyes closed here, so it's almost like you feel like the only thing guiding you right now is your intuition, and you're wondering whether you can trust your intuition or not, whether if it's safe to follow your intuition. It's almost like you're moving forward in some way towards some reality in your life or some new beginning, because the number one is something new. And you kind of feel like you're feeling your way, like as if you walking somewhere and you can't see with your physical eyes, but it has to do with a lack of being able to see into the future with your mind's eye and trusting what you're seeing and trusting the intuitive hits that you get. But you're still moving forward regardless. You're still gambling a little bit with it, but you still feel like it's gambling. And there's a sense here that other people may doubt what you're doing, but you know you're following your intuition, and so you kind of have to trust this no matter how many people come and tell you different things. You kind of have to keep going with what your intuition is telling you. But it seems like a gamble, and you're kind of like, see how he's pulled back, his back is, so he's not very confident, so he's letting his little foot go first to see if it gets burned or bitten or chopped off before the rest of his body. Sorry about the graphics. I hope that doesn't trigger anyone. But you know what I mean? Like, yeah. You could be getting a lot of watching a lot of pick a cards or getting readings and stuff like that, because I'm seeing all those cards there in the back. And you still, because they're helping you validate your intuition, and they help you feel more confident about this. We have ascendant outlook. Yeah, it's almost like you've gained a new outlook on life and the world, and you're kind of like doubting it or struggling to trust this. Something about your worldview is changing, the way you want to express yourself or want to, the role you want to have in this world, the attitude, the mark you want to leave in this world, your point of view, the way you look, how you dress, your first impression. So you're changing a lot, and you're aligning with your intuition on who this persona is more aligned with who you truly are. No masks. And you're being guided by your intuition right now. So you're going to know if it feels good to move in a certain direction, and that will be your biggest pointer. We have something about beauty. So some of you are absolutely getting like a glow up. The number 17 could be relevant to you, the number 8. There's something about being genuine and authentic that is going to make you more beautiful. There's something you've been hiding about yourself out of fear of being punished or judged or whatever, that because you've been hiding it, people don't see your true beauty because you've been hiding this aspect of yourself. And once you decide to be completely open and genuine and authentic about who you are and what you're here for and what your true mission is, how you truly want to affect the world, what mark you truly want to leave on this world, and once your attitude aligns with your truth, that is when people will be able to see your beauty. And that is when you become more beautiful. Fortune's wheel. That's when everything changes. You're at this pivotal point right now where you have the power to change your destiny. And the more you can align with your truth and express your truth and follow and trust your intuition, the better the outcome will be. That will be living in your dharma, living in your purpose. So you may be finding out about what your purpose is here on earth, what your life purpose is. Maybe you've gotten a life purpose report from me. Maybe you found out somehow, and maybe you're a little bit scared. Maybe this is something you're being called to do, finding out about what your life purpose is. And if you do, you can find my email in the description box. I do life purpose reports. The reason why I started doing these life purpose reports 2 years ago was because I saw that need in people watching pick-a cards. And that's why I made it. So that's why I reference it all the time, because I know a lot of you may need it, but you don't know that I actually have that to offer. So that's why I reference it through whenever I see anything related to life purpose. And that's what I'm seeing here. The number 10 could be relevant to you. The number 1, again, now we have number 1010, angel number 1010. There's something that is completely ending in your life right now, so that there can be a new beginning. But this seems like a gamble. This almost seems foolish to you to do this, but this is what you're meant to do. Because there's beauty on the other side. There is a beautiful life on the other side. Something about October could be significant. More specifically, October 10th or October 28th, October 17th as well. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. 10 of air. Did I not say? Another 10. There's finality and conclusions in your life right now. You're closing a huge cycle. And you're closing this huge cycle of pain. A karmic cycle is closing for you, by the way. And once you close this cycle, look how she's pushing those, breathing those feathers away just with her air. Like, you're going to feel light as a feather once you do this. And it just takes saying something. Saying something. Eight of Fire. And once you do this, you'll be fired up, moving in all directions, full speed ahead, feeling vital, feeling energized, feeling pumped up, ready to go, traveling places, making friends, communicating, getting more sales, getting more clients, getting more whatever it is that you do with your life, more travel, more people coming toward you, supporting you. Yes, that's a full moon eclipse. I believe the next full moon eclipse will be in May. If I am wrong, and that is a new moon eclipse, I will check. I'm going to be making pick-a-cards on the eclipses. But there's an eclipse in May. I don't know if it's the full moon eclipse, but that one will be significant. That is when you are closing a huge, huge cycle in your life and starting a new one. That is what I'm seeing here. So pay attention to my eclipse readings here on the channel. I believe there's an eclipse around May 5th, which is the 5-5 portal. There'll definitely be a pick-a-card on that one. So watch out for the 5-5 pick-a-card, 5-5 portal pick-a-card. That was your reading, Pile 2. I'm not seeing anything else. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all your likes, subscribes, every time you comment, every time you save the videos, you share the videos. This is all support for the channel. It helps keep the channel going and growing, and it helps me bring you more videos, more pick-a-cards. So thank you for that, guys. And also, for the bracelets, you can go ahead and check the Etsy store link in the description box with a special discount code. You can find it there. Extra content is on Patreon, TikTok, YouTube members area. Information for that is in the description box. And also in the description box, you can find my email for readings, energy healing, guided meditation, and life purpose reports. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Bless you all, and see you sometime soon. Bye, till next time. Welcome, Pile 3. If you chose this orange calcite, this is what you are meant to hear right now. The number 40 could be relevant to you, as well as the number 4. The color orange, so something about your sacral chakra may need some tending to, something you're meant to create, or something that needs healing. Okay, let's see what this is all about. 4, this requires discipline on your end, discipline to heal, discipline to heal. The heart in the sacral chakra, the heart and the sacral chakra. Something to do with passion, something you're passionate about, something you are meant to create. This could have something to do with birthing or conceiving, sensuality, sexuality, a twin flame connection possibly, fertility are keywords here. Okay, let's see what this is about. There is a sense of a need of being disciplined, and when I see discipline, I immediately think about healing. So take your healing seriously. Be disciplined about taking care of yourself. Be disciplined about exercising. Be disciplined even about having fun. Not in the sense where your fun is disciplined, but discipline yourself enough to make room to have fun, to make room to laugh, to make room to spend time with other people, to make room to work on you, your body, your getting in touch with your body, with your sexuality, with your sensual side. That requires exercising, self-care, you know, connecting with things and people you're passionate about. That's a time for tending to those things right now. Athlete. Yeah. It's time to work on your body. Become an athlete. An athlete when it comes to disciplining yourself, to enjoying life, having fun, laughing, being playful, and getting in touch with your body. Transcending your physical limits will open up your sacral chakra. Anything you felt like, oh, I can't do that, that's too heavy for me, that is too fast for me, that is too hard for me. So let's say there's a sport and you think it's very hard to wrap your head around it. Well, you're not going to learn if you don't try, if you don't learn it, right? If you don't discipline yourself to learn this, because it eventually becomes something that is fun. Or, lifting weights or whatever. Oh, that's too heavy. I could never lift that. You see it. More and more girls are lifting like heavier weights than some guys, right? Or something like, oh, I'm not a runner. I don't like running. I can't. I get tired, or it's too boring, or whatever. Yeah, but there are other benefits, such as like a feel-good feeling after it. And if you focus on that feel-good feeling, then you will just try it, even if it's a little bit boring. Put some music on. Maybe it's going to become less boring. Run outside. See some views. Go hiking. I don't know, just something. Transcend your limitations, or your perceived limitations, because these are mostly perceived. Because this is going to help you develop your willpower and your strength. And it's going to help you get more in touch with your body. So, we have the 11th house. Yeah, you're meant to create something on a wide scale, on a big scale. With other people, for other people, that will benefit a lot of people. Some of you are going to be recognized or followed or appreciated by big numbers of people because of your athletic abilities, because of your ability to transcend limitations in some way, shape, or form. This could involve social media. Some people may be seeing you go through your glow up on social media or something like that, or you have like this purpose that involves glowing up on social media so you can inspire other people to do the same. Healing. Oh yeah. Healing of your sacral chakra. I was seeing that very strongly. That's what you need to focus on now. Healing of your sacral chakra. Sacral chakra is connected to fire. Fire. And we have a candle here. So something about manifesting with candles, candle gazing, having candles around, but being safe, of course. Fireplace, sun, that will be very healing to you as well. Doing exercise outside in nature, connecting with the body in all elements. Something outside. I mean, you can go to the gym, but also go outside. The number 21 could be relevant to you, and the number 3. It's progress through healing of the sacral chakra, and it has a lot to do with exercising and glowing up and getting in touch with your sensual sexual side, getting in touch with nature, getting in touch with other people, like-minded people. Again, I'm seeing 2 references to a twin flame connection here now. Look at those 2 down there. See? They look like they're wrapped up in fire. It's reminding me of a Burning Man statues where they're both sitting back to back, but then the inner child, they touch. The inner children of each other touch. So that's that playful energy again. Getting in touch with your inner child so that you can get in touch with your twin flame's inner child. So there's a twin flame connection in those 2 there. And the orange, right? And the flame. There, all the elements are here. So there could be a twin flame connection here. Maybe one or both of you are athletes. Maybe one of you looks like this, kind of. And the other one of you kind of looks like this. So I'm seeing 2 brunette people, mainly. That's what I'm seeing here. Not to say that some of you can't have other hair colors. It's just what I'm seeing. 2 of air. There's a sense of a stalemate or indecision, an ability to make a decision, not knowing what to do about something. And we have the number 11. Can you see that? The number 11, also twin flame number. Page of air. Maybe you're learning about twin flames. You could have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in your chart. You're meant to research and learn about how you can transcend your physical limitations. You could be in communication with your twin flame already, or you're about to. This could be online communication. By the way, you and your twin flame, you have a shared mission on this planet in this lifetime. You have similar life purposes, and you have a shared soul mission here on Earth. Nine of Water, Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. You're about to get some kind of twin flame reunion or union. That is your wish fulfillment. And you're meant to create something together that will be your wish fulfillment. But there's a lot of healing around your sense of fun and creation. Watch pile number 1. Pile number 1 has messages for you guys. A new start is coming. Yeah, absolutely. New moon. The next new moon is going to be very significant. So if I have a new moon, pick a card coming out, which I do believe I will. The next new moon, I believe, will be in Taurus? Yeah, Taurus. That will be a new beginning for you. A new beginning that is driving you toward your wish fulfillment, toward goals being met, long-term goals, or starting to work toward a very long-term goal and wish that you have. There's a lot of healing as well. The worst is almost behind you. Pile number 1 definitely has a message for you guys. Go check it out. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Thank you for all your likes, subscribes. Thank you for all the times you comment, all the times you share this video, you save the video. That is all positive interaction that helps the channel grow and glow, and it helps me bring you more messages every single day. That's the goal. That's what I'm trying to do here, because I know these are very helpful to many, many, many of you, and I want to keep bringing you all these positive messages. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Extra content is on Patreon, TikTok, YouTube members area. Information for that is in the description box. Other information in the description box is my email, where you can email me and find out about my personal readings, energy healing sessions, energy healing guided meditation, life purpose reports. You can also, in the description box, find the link to these healing bracelets with a special discount code to the Etsy store. You can find it there. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Bless you all. See you sometime soon. Bye. Till next time.